Du bist sehr cool. Okay. And the other thing is if the other one was the one who did it and it wasn't even a bad thing at the end but it wasn't bad either so I.
Today. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from uptown Charlotte.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Once again, it's Swift.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Kyle steps away to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Forced out to his left.
In your face!
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Let's go, D. Ready? 70 Lions. 7. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Back to throw. Kyle buying time to his left.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Looking to throw. Kyle dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, Kyle being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Kyle flushed out right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
They'll run with Swift.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Ready. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Ready. Check hot.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger, 19.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Kyle eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Back to throw. Kyle flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running right, here's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now here's Young. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Off the play fake, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Young to throw it.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Now Young completes it to Hardman. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll throw again. Young on the right side. Open is Gesicki. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young off the play fake.
Don't be scared of it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play action. Young.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Young on 1st down.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Yellow, 43. Nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, check, Mike.
Now Young.
Right here, right here.
Now a short one to Gesicki. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go. Here we go. 52 blue. 46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. So don't say nothing.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Young will set to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Young to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Jonathan Mingo.
31 yards.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Forced out to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Looking to throw. Kyle buying time to his left.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
66 yards.
And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Bryce Young and the offense out for their next series.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Young. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Exit.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That throw by Young incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Kyle dancing to his left.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kyle.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
To throw, Young.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
We got trips. We got 3. 87's getting the ball. 87's getting.
It's Young off play action. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going for it with Sanders. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Now 2nd and 5.
Double tight. Double tight. We got 3. 3 down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
DeAndre Swift.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every area.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
46, boys, 46. 46.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
Young. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Jack Campbell with a pick.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They ain't on our side.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Heineke being chased out left. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. First down, Young. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right coaches to hire. Staff point when you have enough to see what some talent trees make you select a path to.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa,
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Tampa. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go, baby.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
46 for
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Check, 45 to Mike. Check.
Now a first down throw for Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Move. 3 down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rager catches it left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Man out. Hey, check, Mike.
To the air once more, Young. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw, Young. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 1st and 10, Young. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice, sweetheart. Check, Mike 46. Hey, watch the slant.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mike 46.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
In your face. 45's the Mike.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check number 6. Bunch set.
Here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready? 2, Mike 22. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's 3rd and 3.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They're going to run it with their receiver, Evans. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, ready? 58's the mic. It's just me and you. It's just
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Forced out to his left. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, now Godwin with a chance to run it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Kyle buying time to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get this. 46 to Mike.
Young now. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
18 Cardinal. Here we go, D.
Back to throw. Kyle dancing to his left.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Young working out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. It'll be Young again.
That is caught.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Let me play, dog. Let me play.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start. He's got a man, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. On first down, Kyle escaping the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Mike 7. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 7's a Mike.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second. Earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Looking to throw on second down. Kyle. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Hunt. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young, that was short one to Gesicki. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4.
Now Evans. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. No reason not to.
The challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look.
Here we go. Here we go.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
46 to Mike.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. This ball complete to Rager. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
46 to Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike 46. Mike 46.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
You don't want it. We're killing ourselves.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
From the red zone now, Young.
And quickly finding Rager.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Come on, man.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.